Interesting story here, not necessarily for us to comment upon, but just it is officially the send your spouse season in Kenya as politicians delegate the role of collecting the election winner certificates to their better halves. But why send Thursday? Lillian and Ann Sudi did not look any bit odd as they picked their husband's victory certificates together. They would later leave the tally center appearing jubilant as they took a victory lap on an open-top car. Mr. Sudi is now a third-term MP, received tons of praise on social media. He shared the news on Twitter of his wife's collecting the winner's certificate. Though I don't agree with you on many things politically, I applaud you for openly being proud as a polygamist. Kudos for showing equal measure of love to your beautiful wives. That by Monari Onyancha. Finally, Mze Jackson Kibora's replacement is here, said James Kariuki, another Twitter user, cheekily suggesting that Mr. Sudi is fit to take the imaginary crown of the men's conference chairmanship. The same applies to Kipchumba Murkomen, who has been re-elected the Elgeyo Marakwet senator. The senator sent his wife Gladys Kipchumba to get the certificate. In a speech on behalf of her husband, Mrs. Kipchumba thanked Elgeyo Marakwet residents and the senator's team for delivering the victory. Suna East MP Junet Mohammed also sent his wife to get the winner's certificate. Fazia Jama has vigorously campaigned for her husband to retain the position, often speaking the Luo at rallies. After picking the certificate from electoral officials on Thursday, Jama tweeted, "Mweshimiwa is grateful." The MP's wife then thanked the electorate for having faith in him. And while Mr. Sudi and companions sent their spouses to pick the documents, others like Wundai MP Danson Mwashako and Bomet Governor Hilary Barchok were accompanied by their wives to IEBC offices. But delegation was only limited to spouses. Mr. Didmas Barasa was declared the valid elected Kimilili MP, but the returning officer retained the certificate on Thursday morning. By then, Mr. Barasa's whereabouts were unknown as he was wanted in connection to the shooting to death a rival's aide on election day. The re-elected lawmaker emerged from his hideout and surrendered to police yesterday. So I just wanted us to just read through that. I thought was an interesting story.